sisters, to episode number 8 of Slangin Life, the web series. It's hard to believe we've already done 8 episodes. I thank God for it, and hopefully that this has been a blessing to those of you who have been watching. I'd like to ask a favor of you. I'd like to ask you to subscribe to this web series and also like and share these videos. One more request, look at them through and through. They're not that long, and I'm doing that on purpose because believe me, your boy pretty long-winded. I'm making these videos no longer than 10 minutes so that I can hit you and won't take too much of your time. But I guarantee you, if you watch them through and through, you will be blessed. Now, let's jump right into today's topic. Now, as long as you are living, I can guarantee you that at some point, storms will come. But depending upon how you handle that storm, how you go through that storm, if you have the right attitude or not, is going to determine if you are victorious or defeated through that process. However, every single day, whether you're in a storm or not, but particularly when you're in the midst of a storm, your flesh is going to have to be dealt with every single day, every moment of the day. And in the midst of a battle, you can bet your bottom dollar that the influences of the flesh is going to intensify 2 to 3 times over. Now, in most cases, if not all, you're not going to come through a storm squeaky clean. Meaning that, yes, you did some things wrong, you said some things wrong, you thought a whole lot of things wrong. In other words, you didn't do everything right. But if you didn't let it turn your heart and turn you bitter and you came through, then that's what matters. So don't let the devil beat you up or make you feel guilty because you didn't do everything right. Let me give you this example. If you went into a dirty place, I'm talking about completely filthy, and you took on the job of cleaning it up. And let's say you went in there to clean it up with a tuxedo on. When you get through cleaning that place, that tuxedo or you are not going to be clean. It's not going to be a pretty sight. You're going to be smelly, you're going to be dirty, you're going to be completely filthy. But that's evidence that you've been through the storm. Also, I can't forget to put this in there. I'm not saying this to give you a license to sin. I'm just simply saying that when you come through a storm, you usually look like it. For example, let's consider Job. In a matter of moments, Job lost everything, and Job was rich. The richest man in the East, the Bible says. And he lost all of his kids, he lost all of his wealth, he lost his health, he lost his wife. The only thing he had was him sitting in a stack of ashes with sores all over. Now, he had more reason to complain and trip, more so than anybody. However, Job never gave up on God. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. But one thing Job did do is he complained and he cursed the day that he was born. He really was all distraught, which we can understand that this was happening to him. He came through with flying colors. He came through strong on his faith, but he still did some things wrong. And this is the reason why God spent so many chapters checking him and asking him, basically, you're not God, I am. Who are you to question what I do? That was the proof that Job, in the midst of his great faith and keeping it and standing on it, and I salute him for that, but he still did some things wrong. My point is, he didn't come through exactly squeaky clean, according to what God's response to, finally, of his complaining and cursing the day he was born. So what was it exactly that Job did wrong? He complained throughout the whole situation. until God showed up and pointed out to him what he was doing wrong. Now, even though it's understandable, according to the way we think, how Job responded, God still didn't see it that way. In fact, most of us would have done much, much worse than Job. But again, God didn't see it that way. And we see the evidence of that, as I pointed out earlier, because God, in answering him, spent several chapters showing him, telling him, reminding him, who are you to question what I do? I'm God. Now, the final point I want to make is just as Job did, we must come to a place while we're going through the storm of temporary, and I repeat, temporary contentment until we make it through the storm, trusting God to bring us through. So while temporarily being content, we must depend on our faith, exercise our faith in God to see us through the process, see us through the storm. Yes, you might, and you probably will, make some mistakes along the way. But the most important thing is that you don't give up and allow yourself to be consumed by the storm. Again, even though your feelings will be even more sensitive, making the storm even more challenging, the thing you must remember is to be prayerful. Pray for strength in the midst of the storm. And another thing, be quick to repent whenever you do mess up. So in essence, when it comes to going through a storm, continue to pray for strength to make it through the storm. Be specific about that. Lord, strengthen me that I may make it through this storm. And then when you do mess up, if you mess up, be quick to repent. In essence, what I'm telling you is, trust God. Stay connected with God through the process, through the storm. I promise you, He will see you through. This is your host, the Life Slanger, aka Pastor Steve. This is episode number 8, How to Make It Through a Storm. And remember, the only way that you can keep it 100 is to connect with Christ and stay walking with Him. The Life Slanger. Peace.
Repent and become his. Here comes a slanger spitting stories from the word of God. Pay close attention to the declaration, scriptures that Lord, the mouth of God, the face of God, God's presence manifest for men who disobeyed God, to men who wore his holy vest. Faith path to get you feel characters, courageous in the Lord.